actually unable to get a placement from the college. There were lots of different complications and lots of like wrong decisions that I had made, which uh, prevented me from getting placed at the right time. So I joined AccioJob.
So hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we will be sharing journey of Deepak. Deepak recently got placed at Arista Networks as a member of IT applications team. He did his graduation in Btech in 2023. So let's talk to him and know his journey from graduation to here. So hi Deepak, please introduce yourself and share your experience with AccioJob.
Hi, today I'd like to share my experience with AccioJob, which helped me get this opportunity to work at Arista. I actually graduated in 2023 in June last year, and I was actually unable to get a placement from the college. There were lots of different complications and lots of like wrong decisions that I had made, which prevented me from getting placed at the right time. So I joined AccioJob for both the DSA uh, prep course and also the job portal, that is the placement assistance. And I actually I knew a few things about DSA. I had done DSA questions before. So to get the best out of your AccioJob, I would like to share some points. Uh, so for the first barrier to get a job would be the placement readiness exam, which AccioJob takes. So first you have to clear that to get access to the job portal. So I would like to share my experience regarding the placement readiness interview that gets taken by a currently working professional in the industry. So in that you get asked two DSA questions and also some core uh, core subject questions like operating systems, computer net not computer networking, but DBMS, yes, and also some SQL. So to prepare for that, what you need to do is you need the questions get asked usually on like lead code or geeks for geeks. So what you need to do is you need to prepare in a timed environment. You need to prepare the DSA questions in a timed environment. So some platforms which allow you to prepare in such a manner are one is InterviewBit, which allows you to uh, see how much time did you take to solve the question, and also it provides you some extra points if you solve in a certain limited amount of time. So it's a very gamified platform in terms of the time that you use. Also, what I personally recommend is there is a uh, there is an option for like uh, when you go to lead code, on top of the lead code uh, menu bar, you will see the interview button. You click on that and you will see two options. One is assessments and another is interview. So you click on assessments and it will give you three options. Then it will give you three options, and you have to choose the any of the last two. That would provide you with a 1 hour or 1.5 hour long assessment. It's like a mock assessment from a previous company. So that's going to help you manage your time in a interview while solving questions. That's what I used to crack the placement readiness program. So So if you crack the placement readiness program, then uh, the interviews get fairly easy, because the placement readiness uh, interview is actually set slightly above industry standard, because to prepare the candidates for the for medium to hard level interviews. So that would be your first barrier. And also do not learn DBMS and operating systems like at the end of your DSA course. You should start learning them bit by bit. uh, daily you should prepare for these topics, because so that you do not forget the main questions that get asked. Like you will have a tough time recalling the main concepts if you prepare at the just right before the interview. And also, after you clear the uh, placement readiness interview, then you have access to the job portal. And in that job portal, I think if you should not be overly picky about the jobs, because it's most likely going to be your first job. So I think you should not be very selective. You should, if uh, you think you can crack backend and you only want to go in backend engineering, then only you should like then only you have the privilege to be selective. Otherwise, if it's your first job, then I think being selective is not pragmatic. You should apply to most jobs. And uh, and also, in the interview, there are niche roles, I mean, which are not very generic, like SD and software engineer. So the questions which get asked in those interviews, like QA, then there's back end, front end. So you have to prepare interview questions specific to that role. I have given interviews for QA and for back end also. So I actually did not prepare for. I have given QA interviews for two companies through AccioJob. So in the first one, uh, I actually did not prepare for that specific QA role. I prepared for generic STE role, so that created some challenges in the interview. I was not able to explain the QA concepts. So you should prepare specifically for the role that you are applying for. It's not very hard. You just have to skim through the uh, like main main interview questions. They will not ask you the entire process in detail. And also, DSA questions only certain companies ask. So do not after you are done with your placement readiness, do not just stop doing DSA questions. You should create a habit to maintain your streak on lead code or AccioJob platform, whichever you are comfortable with, so that you do not uh, the the lead code environment should not be you should not lose habit of solving questions. Also, the core interview questions, I would suggest uh, you should prepare notes for those core interview core subjects like operating systems and DBMS. And also for SQL, there are platforms uh, for you to practice on. Like lead code has 50 SQL questions. It has a list of 50 SQL questions. You can start from there. So I was actually asked in the first interview. I had three technical rounds and one HR round. So they were not very difficult. They did not ask very hard DSA questions. It's a uh, fresher role. It's a graduate hire program. So I was asked uh, in the first interview. They asked everything that was listed on my resume. like you should not lie about your resume. I actually did not. Uh, I made a mistake of not preparing networking concepts well before the interview. So I got lucky on that part that still I got selected. But you should not uh, let things out to your luck. You should like prepare everything that's listed on your resume and should not like list anything uh, that you are not aware about. Also, in the second interview, I was like asked operating systems questions and SQL questions, and I was given a brief about the job, uh, the job, the job, like what role am I going to do, what role am I going to join, and everything else about that role, like what technology I'm going to use. The third interview, I was asked to create a data structure using classes and objects. So they did not ask very hard DSA questions. They went through they asked me to go through the theory, uh, like explain some theoretical concepts of DSA, and the fourth interview was it was not a HR rock. It was more like an onboarding session. They briefed me about the uh, role, and yeah, in 15 days I got the offer letter.
Oh my God, that was such a long and in-depth journey that you have shared with us, right? कि कैसे आपने start किया, then how
Right,
was your experience with AccioJob, and you even gave such good advices to students कि कैसे आपको as a first fresher आपको पहली किसी job के लिए इतना ज़्यादा selective नहीं होना चाहिए, and then you shared
right.
your entire own interview experience. It was such a thorough journey that you have shared with us, Deepak. Thank you so much for sharing your journey. And before we end this session, I would just have a little rapid question round with you. So I'm
Okay,
going to ask you, three questions back to back. You just have to answer like in one word.
right.
Okay. So, Deepak, what is your favorite coding language?
It's Java.
Okay. What is your favorite DSA topic?
Dynamic programming.
Are you a late night coder or an early bird coder?
Late night.
Late night. Okay. What is that one tech trend that you're most excited about?
Electronics engineering.
Nice. And if you were to summarize your entire journey with AccioJob in just one word, what word would that be?
I think it would be learning oriented. Was very thorough. Yes.
Perfect. So yes, thank you so much, Deepak. It was such a nice experience to just hear about your entire journey and all the obstacles, all the points that you faced, and what all things that you did in your journey. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here with us. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked Deepak's journey and enjoyed this video. If you want to learn coding or get into data analysis, click on the link in the description. It will take you to our main website where you can explore all our course offerings and talk to our counselors. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to always stay updated.